Grids are incredibly powerful, and in this video, I'm gonna show you how this simple tool can change your image from this to this quickly.
My name is Pi, and I'm one of the founders of Lynn and Jersa Photography and SLRLounge.com. We're teaming up with Adorama to bring you a new series of photography tutorials called Master Your Craft right here on Adorama TV. So let's dive in.
What's up guys? My name is Pi. Welcome to another episode. In this video, well, I wanna show you guys just how effective and how simple grids are when it comes to completely transforming a scene. Before we jump in, let me introduce Gabrielle, our lovely model. She is dressed in a wedding dress because we're doing a little styled shoot today, but you can use this technique for anything. Now, grids essentially control light. And one of my buddies, Trevor Daly, actually said a great way to kind of understand how that works is just put the grid right up to your eye, and it kind of makes it so it limits your field of view, right? So it funnels the light forward. I like the analogy that he used, so I'm copying it. With credit, of course. But let's go ahead and show you guys what this scene would look like first with just an ambient light exposure. So all I'm gonna do is I am on the 5D4, we're on the 24 Sigma Art, and I'm not gonna fire off any flash or do anything yet. All I'm gonna do is just take a little test shot here, and we're gonna expose 4 skin tones, which are gonna be super, super pink, okay? So Gabrielle, just go ahead and hold that right there. So at 1/200 of a second, f1.4 and ISO 800, we get this shot. And you'll notice that I'm framing Gabrielle right in front of this little star neon sign because I think it looks cool. But with this exposure, it doesn't necessarily look that great, right? It's too bright, so we lose a lot of kind of the look and the ambiance that we want. I love that word, ambiance. Do you like that word? I like that word. So what we're gonna do is cut down the ambient light. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this to about 100 ISO. Yep. 1/200 of a second, f1.4 and 100 ISO. And Gabrielle, go ahead and just look up into the camera right there, perfect. So if we're thinking about the camp framework, I have my composition set up, I've dialed in my ambient light, and now I clearly need to modify light, right? Because we don't have enough light landing on Gabrielle's face. So I have a Profoto B10, and Carlo's gonna be so kind, I would normally just leave the stand up, but we're working on a staircase and there's nowhere to put the stand. So what I wanna do first is just to illustrate what happens without a grid. Carla, go ahead and turn on the modding light and leave it at full power. Is that full power?
Half.
Half, okay. So I'm gonna take this shot right here without the grid. And the exact same thing is gonna happen whether you're using the flash or the internal modding light. But what we see is this light is spilling everywhere. And if we compare it to the shot prior, the ambient light is kind of killed, like we've killed the natural look of the scene. This is where grids are gonna come into play because they're gonna funnel the light and make sure it doesn't hit the walls and make sure it doesn't hit any other areas of a scene that we want to kind of have that natural ambience to. So Carla, we're gonna go ahead and stick this grid on. Let me just give them a quick tell. So grids are measured in degrees, and this is a 20-degree grid, okay? So you have tighter patterns, which are gonna beam the light in tighter, you have wider patterns. This is kind of somewhere in between. All right, go ahead and power that on now. And now what you guys are gonna see is that light is just funneled right to Gabrielle's face. So go ahead and lean the light in and feather it just a tiny bit forward right there. And now from here, we're gonna take our final image, well, second to final image, because I'm gonna show you guys another little trick. Now look at this shot compared to the one prior. Okay, now all I have to do is tell Carlo, let's get a little bit more light on Gabrielle because she's a tiny bit dark. And one of the beauties, you can do this with a flash, you can do this with any light that you want. But one of the beauties about the B10, we're not using a lot of power right now. In fact, we're just using the modding light. And the nice thing is when we're working indoors and in kind of darker scenes like this, the modding light is actually quite powerful. And I can use that and kind of get a what you see is what you get kind of look, where I can just work with the existing constant light as opposed to using flash. So I'm not even gonna put the remote on the camera, I'm just gonna use the internal modding light. So let's go ahead and bring that light in just a little bit closer to her face, right there. Perfect. Gabrielle right there. I love that. Now look at the ambience in that shot. We've retained that natural kind of nice darkness to it. Now I could leave this in with this little rail that leads up and into Gabrielle, and it doesn't look bad, but this is one of those scenes where I would just much rather use my phone to catch a nice little reflection and just bring this right up to the lens. And all I'm gonna do is kind of bend it so that we can see the star-shaped pattern right behind her. Right about there. I love that. Look down to your left, Gabrielle. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you see the power of grids and why you should always have them in your lighting kit. In the meanwhile, be sure to subscribe to the channel. You guys can comment below. You guys can follow Gabrielle. We're gonna link her up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.